Join me as I challenge myself to grow onions at home. In no time, let's see if I can actually do it. Growing onions at home is a fun and rewarding gardening project. Not only can you save money on groceries, but you also get the satisfaction of knowing exactly where your food comes from. Despite common misconceptions, onions are not as difficult to grow as many people think, and you don't need a huge backyard or advanced expertise to get started. Space limitations are one of the biggest concerns, but onions can be grown in small spaces, including containers or raised beds. Proper care, like knowing how to water and fertilize, can also seem intimidating, as onions are sensitive to weather conditions like frost and heavy rain. Plus, many people worrying about harvest and waiting too long or too little can affect the size and quality of your onions. There are three main methods to grow onions, each with its pros and cons. Growing from seeds lets you try different varieties, but requires more time and effort. Onion sets, which are small bulbs, are faster and easier to plant, though the variety options are limited. Transplant seedlings purchased from a nursery offer head start but can be more expensive. Regardless of the method you choose, preparing the soil is key. Onions need well-draining, fertile soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Watering is critical during the first few weeks. Keep the soil consistently moist, then gradually reduce watering as the onions grow. Fertilizing regularly with compost or a balanced fertilizer ensures healthy growth, and rotating your onion crop each year helps avoid pests and diseases. Speaking of pests, keep an eye out for aphids, thrips, and wireworms, and use organic pest control whenever possible. When it's time to harvest, the key indicator is when the tops begin to yellow and fall over. Carefully dig around the onions using a garden fork to avoid damage. Harvest on a sunny day, as the sun helps dry the onions and reduces susceptibility to disease. After harvesting, cure the onions in a well-ventilated area, away from direct sunlight. Properly dried onions can be stored in a cool, dry place for months. With the right preparation and care, growing onions at home is much easier than you might think. Whether you start from seeds, sets, or transplants, the steps are straightforward. Prepare the soil, water consistently, and keep an eye out for pests. Following these tips will reward you with a bountiful harvest. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear about your onion growing experiences in the comments below. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more gardening content, and I'll see you in the next video.